Hey, so as you guys know, I recently moved to Wallace, Idaho because unfortunately, back in Seattle, we had to slide back to phase one of the COVID-19 reopenings. I want to mention something I've been able to take advantage of every time I move. See, the first time Seattle went into lockdown, I moved into, where was that? Missoula, Montana. You guys saw, or Helena and then Missoula, Montana. You guys saw some videos from both of those places. And one thing that I wish more people would take advantage of when they move, or maybe they change a life circumstance, right? They get married, get divorced, move in with somebody, or even just move across town. One thing I've noticed is that every time I move, it's very easy to change various lifestyle habits because you're not being associated by the circumstances around you, right? So, for example, I had binge eating problems, and I would be on a commute, and where I formerly would binge eat, and that was just a major challenge for me because I was dealing with binge eating, and I was dealing with the association that, oh my god, I eat when I'm here, or various people that I see in town, especially if I then have to explain to them that I don't do that anymore, right? But when I moved to Helena the first time and then Missoula, I corrected a few habits both times, right? Because I didn't have those associations. I could focus on the habits without being intruded by, oh my god, it feels kind of weird that I'm doing this without my food. It feels so weird that I'm seeing this place. And so I corrected some habits. When I was in Helena, this was summertime, I had a big problem with both the binge eating, and also I had a problem with masturbating. I mean, it sounds like it's not a big problem until you realize that sometimes in the middle of something else, I would want to masturbate, and it would create a little bit of a rift. I used to, believe it or not, I would go to the bathroom at work just to masturbate. And I don't know if people knew I did that. It always made me feel awkward. Like, in the middle of doing it, I would ask myself, what the fuck are you doing? Unfortunately, I've kind of relapsed in that regard because I needed to focus on my food. And but fortunately, I've had better control of where and when I do it. Let's put it that way. I still do it a lot, but better control of the venue of where and when I do it. Okay, so, but I see so many people fritter away this opportunity. To give you an idea, 10 years ago, my mom wanted to start having a healthier lifestyle. She was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And she realized that it wasn't just about type 2 diabetes. She needed to rethink her entire lifestyle. And so one day we were talking about healthier choices of laundry detergent, and she mentioned that it would be difficult because she'd been using brand name stuff for 40-some years. And not long after we had talked about that, she had tried to make the change to healthier laundry detergent. I don't see why. I can't understand how people can be addicted to laundry detergent. So she had, not long after we had discussed that, she had needed to replace her washer and dryer. She had used the previous washer and dryer for almost 20 years, believe it or not. So she went out and bought a new washer and dryer, and I told my mom, hey, now that you've changed your washer and dryer, this is a much more high-tech device than the one we had earlier. Why don't you use this as an opportunity to rethink about your laundry detergent now that you don't have to be associated with that old laundry machine? I mean, if you can change using a laundry machine, especially with such a learning curve, right? Because that new machine is much harder to use, in my opinion. If you can go through such a learning curve, I think you can change your detergent as well. And besides, you don't want to contaminate the new machine, do you? And she acknowledged it, but 2-3 weeks later, I saw her using some brand name laundry detergent again. And when I asked my mom, I thought you were changing. And she said, well, yeah, but, I went to the grocery store and there was this big promotion and there was this big colorful pictures on the box. and I just thought that was very nice artwork. I told my mom, they spend millions of dollars researching how to attract you. You realize that, right? You don't want to be part of their game. And she was embarrassed by that, but she couldn't resist. Okay, so it really disappoints me when people fritter away an opportunity like that. I mean, it's not even just about the one box of laundry detergent. It's about her mentality of not acknowledging an opportunity when it knocks, right? So I see a lot of this. My parents recently moved to another city. They're nearing retirement. I haven't gone to their home yet, but just from talking to them on the phone, I can see a lot of opportunities being thrown away. I mean, not long ago, my family had some disagreements. I think some of that could have been resolved when they made the move instead of taking it to their new place. I see my dad is a borderline workaholic, and he could have changed some of that after making the move. He focuses all on his job and very little social skills, if you will. That's how I see it. And unfortunately, he frittered away the move, right? Some of my coworkers, obviously they haven't moved, but their family circumstances changed, right? I think a few of my coworkers have gotten married during the time I was there. I think one of my coworkers has gotten divorced recently. And I see a lot of opportunities being frittered away and all of that, right? And that's just disappointing. If you're making a move, especially right now, right, a lot of people are exiting the cities. Please don't fritter away this opportunity. You might not get another one for at least another few years, right? Or maybe you might move back after COVID, but that's going to be years from now at least, right? That people are going to think about moving back. If you've recently gotten married or divorced, please do not fritter the opportunity away. Please do not. Anyways, I think a lot of times the difference between making or breaking your goals is to catch the wave when it comes, right? When I think about all the addictions that I've broken free from in recent times, right? A lot of it hinges on whether or not I catch a wave when it comes by me, right? Which is ironic because part of the reason I got over my binge eating problems is because somebody halfway around the world had a craving for stuff they shouldn't be eating, right? And I caught the wave of that opportunity, right?